guys! Today I'm gonna do a book review, and the book I'm gonna review is one of my favorite Haruki Murakami's book. It's a short story called On Seeing 100% Perfect Girl in April Morning, and that's a really very short story. It's like 6 pages long in Japanese, and in English, I'm sorry, but I don't know. The reason why I want to review this book is because I've been loving this story for over 10 years, I guess. And I always wanted to talk about this, but not a lot of people knows about this story because it's not so major story of his book, but it's a very beautiful story, and it's April, and I just wanted to do a book review. Yes, I am filming at the park right now, so there are a lot of noises, birds, people, kids. I hope you don't mind. This video is gonna be quite long video, I bet, so please be patient, or you can leave here if you want to, because all I will talk about is about the book. So anywho, let me get just started. And I've been doing like brainstorming and everything, so I have my paper here, so yes. Anyways, let's get started. The story is about the guy who passed by 100% girl on Harajuku Street. Then what did he do? He didn't do anything about it. He just walked past by. How does she look like? She was not that good looking, and she's nothing special, and not young either. She's around 30 years old. So, well, for me, 30 years old is young. She's nothing special, but he knows that she is the one. But then he starts to regret because, why I didn't talk to her, because she's 100% girl for me, and why he couldn't do it, and he started to regret. Why he didn't talk to her? Because I think because he was scared. Maybe she refuses him, or he thought it was too good to be true, so that's why he was scared. But he really, really liked her, and he believes she is the one, so he started to make a story out of it. And that's his story. And I'm gonna read actual story from Haruki Murakami's book now. Once upon a time, there lived a boy and a girl. The boy was 18 and the girl 16. He was not usually handsome, and she was not especially beautiful. They were just an ordinarily lonely boy and an ordinarily lonely girl, like all the others. But they believed with their whole heart that somewhere in the world there lived the 100% perfect boy and the 100% perfect girl for them. Yes, they believed in a miracle. And that miracle actually happened. One day, the two came upon each other on the corner of a street. "This is amazing," he said. "I've been looking for you all my life. You may not believe this, but you are the 100% perfect girl for me." "And you," she said to him, "are the 100% perfect boy for me, exactly as I pictured you in every detail. It's like a dream." They sat on a park bench, held hands, and told each other their stories, hours and hours. They were not lonely anymore. They had found and been founded by their 100% other. What a wonderful thing it is to find and be found by your 100% perfect other. It's a miracle, a cosmic miracle. As they sat and talked, however, a teeny tiny silver of doubt took root in their heart. Was it really alright for one's dreams to come true so easily? And so, when there came a momentary lull in their conversation, the boy said to the girl, "Let's test ourselves just once. If we really are each other's 100% lovers, then sometimes, somewhere, we will meet again without a fail. And when that happens, and we know that we are the 100% perfect ones, we'll marry then and there. What do you think?" "Yes," she said. "That's exactly what we should do." And so they parted, she to the east, he to the west. The test they had agreed upon, however, was utterly unnecessary. They should never have undertaken it, because they really and truly were each other 100% perfect lovers. And it was a miracle that they had ever met. But it was impossible for them to know this, young as they were. The cold, indifferent waves of fate proceeded to toss them. One winter, both the boy and a girl came down with the season's terrible influenza, and after drifting for weeks between life and death, they lost all memories of their earlier years. When they awoke, their heads were as empty as the young. D.H. Lawrence piggy bank. They were two bright, determined young people. However, and through their unremitting efforts, they were able to acquire once again the knowledge and feeling that qualified them to return as full-fledged memories of society. Heaven be praised. They became truly upstanding students who knew how to transfer from one subway line to another, who were fully capable of sending a special delivery letter at the post office. Indeed, they even experienced love again, sometimes as much as 75% or even 85% love. Time passed with shocking swiftness, and soon the boy was 32, the girl 30. One beautiful April morning, in search of a cup of coffee to start the day, the boy was walking from west to east, while the girl, intending to send a special delivery letter, was walking from east to west. But along the same narrow street in Harajuku neighborhood of Tokyo, they passed each other in the very center of the street. The faintest gleam of their lost memories glimmered for the briefest moment in their hearts. Each felt rumbling in their chest, and they knew, she is 100% perfect girl for me. He is the 100% perfect boy for me. But the glow of their memory was far too weak, and their thoughts no longer had the clarity of 14 years earlier. Without a word, they passed each other, disappearing into the crowd forever. A sad story, don't you think? Okay, this is what the main character made up the story. It started from Once Upon a Time, and at it's a sad story, don't you think? Yeah, that's what he created. And there in this his story, there are a lot of keywords that I picked. I mean, it's too many keywords. I mean, his writings, every single word, every single sentences are metaphor. So if you just look at the storyline, then you can't really enjoy Haruki Murakami's book, in my opinion. Everything is metaphor, so it has a lot of meaning behind that. So you have to see it. Okay. Anyways, the keywords and sentences are first he says April, and I think in here April means new beginning for him in this story, because in Japanese culture everything starts from April. So I think April represents the beginning, fresh start. So that's the one keyword. And second one is Harajuku. Harajuku is a symbolic place in Tokyo, Tokyo, Harajuku. So I think Harajuku means excitement in this, because it's like really exciting town in Tokyo, Harajuku is. So Harajuku, it means exciting, I think. And third one is 100% girl. 100% girl means it's a stand for also an excitement too, because imagine you met 100% perfect girl passed by in Harajuku street. What do you think? It was like, my gosh, right? You will be excited. So I think 100% girl means excitement. And there are sentences like, there's a rumbling in my chest, or like, my mouth is as dry as a desert. And that's sentences for nervous. It means he is really nervous. And next sentence is, I went to west to east. Okay, he said he went to west to east, and she went to east to west. And that means, I think, Haruki Murakami is from Hyogo Prefecture, and Hyogo Prefecture is in the west side in Japan, and Tokyo is the east side in Japan. So it's Haruki Murakami's story, but when he entered college, which is a Waseda University, he came to Tokyo to enter the university. So he comes to west to east means a new beginning again. I think it's a metaphor for fresh start. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know if the main character of this book is also from west side, but I think Haruki Murakami himself feels, into this character, so it's kind of can get similar, what I'm talking about. I hope so. Yeah, so I think that means a new beginning too, because, yeah. And another one is potentially knocks on the door of my heart. That's a regret. That means regret. I mean, everybody, So, yeah. And another sentence is the envelope could contain every secret she ever had, and that's a metaphor for nervous and hope too, because maybe she's hiding something exciting, or maybe she's hiding something sad. He doesn't know, so it's nervous, and at the same time, my camera just died, so I have to do it again. Okay, anyways. And another one is, I take a few more strides and turn. She's lost in a crowd. That means regret. Another metaphor for regret. And another one is, the boy was 18 and the girl 16. I think it represents for pureness. And also, a teeny tiny silver of doubt took root into their heart. That means anxious. Okay, so there are a lot of keywords that are metaphor. They are like new beginning, excitement, nervous, regret, hope, anxious. I think the theme of this book is don't forget what got you there in the first place. I think this is the theme of this book. So people forget when they get used to it. People forget why they started, why they were so excited. People were so excited at first, but then things get used to it. Then people lose their fresh heart, and that's so sad. So people sometimes should go back to a place where you really, really felt passionate about, or you really, really felt, what did you think when you first start doing this? So I think that's the theme of this book. And you don't have to agree with me, of course. Haruki Murakami is a very, very random writer. His story is everywhere, but it really does make sense at the end. That's how amazing his writing is. And so it all depends on people, what you feel about the story, and it's totally fine. Nothing is right and nothing is wrong. Here I am explaining how I felt about this book. So my interpretation of this story is, there's a boy who grew up in west side of Japan. The purpose he comes to Tokyo was enter university. He dreams about it. It is something everybody wishes. He was 18 and now he is 32. In Tokyo, he experienced a lot of things. He dated few girls, go watch movies, go to the hotel bar to drink some cocktails, and so on. At first, everything seemed magical. But by time goes, those doesn't make him feel special anymore. Every shops, sights, and girls became as an air for him. One day, he got a serious illness. It was not something he expected. His idea of coming to Tokyo did not include bad news. After he cured with his sickness, he started to wonder, where is my dream girl? Who makes him smile, who makes him feel wanted, and who helps him when he needs. Many memories came and went in his mind's eye. He remembers about the 100% perfect girl. He regrets what he did, which he could not do anything. He was pure and believed in miracles. It was a beautiful April morning. He decided to keep his mind as open as when he began. Yes. So that's my interpretation. I hope you enjoy it and see you next Sunday. Bye. Mwah.